Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, which is more than likely 100% going to be the final recording session of the game! We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. And you might say, how do I know this? Well, and I'm sure Kratos is going to get mad at me for doing this, but what I did was, my friend Vex had also done a series on the Steam version of Danganronpa, so I compared where I I last left off in the previous episode, to where he was in his playthrough, and where we last left off was it was about 10 minutes to the end of the second to last episode of his series, and the last episode was an hour and a half, so we have about an hour and 40 minutes left, so basically about a full recording session left. So nice happy recording session, full recording session, and then we'll be finished with the game. I hope you guys are excited, because we're about to have some crazy mysteries unfolded. Apparently, like, the plot twist for this game is crazy, but the second... Anyway, continue. This game will begin where we last left off. Is this okay? Chapter 6, Class Trial? Yes, please. Okay, again, let's look at the transcript so that we can have a nice lead into that, because I ended up on a very weird moment. Okay. You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video, and the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you? Oh yeah, if everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up! And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter. That whole power outage thing was just a fluke! No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. Will you now? Non-stop debate, please? Actually, no. The moment of truth is another bullet time battle. The music should have cued me that it was, shoot, reload, 1, 2, shoot, reload, 1, 2, shoot, reload, 1, shoot, reload, 1, shoot, run, 2, 1, 2, shoot, reload, 1, shoot, reload, 1, 2, 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 this is how I stay focused, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I stay on the beat. If I try talking like normal, it does not work. Okay, fever time. Now we're just gonna bust you up, buddy. One. Of course, he's busting me up. No, he's busting me up. Ladies and gentlemen, he's busting me up. Oh no, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm like, I should probably calm down. This is just like an, oh, we're gonna be all out of fever time before I even get a chance to take him out. Stupid bullet time battle. Okay, there we go. Final strike. What do we have here? I tried to protect our identity. Interview DVD. Sure, right? Nope. This? No! Oh. This is the first time that I failed. It's not, actually not that bad. I thought that we'd have to start all over. Okay, that's not too bad. I tried to protect our identity. Oh, okay, this, what? No, that's not, yeah, I was about to say, that doesn't make sense. Group photo. Oh, yes, right, the group photo. Oh, oops. Reload. I said that I wasn't worried, and here I am still getting hit like an idiot. Oh no, I lost! No! It's a group photo, actually. Nobody believes me! Nobody wants to hear what I have to say! Oh no! Makoto! Okay, let's get past all this nonsense. Well, we started off on a fill. I can't believe that happened. Especially considering it was so obvious, but... like, I don't know why I get so nervous during these. Apparently, actually, from what I understand, the second game, like, the mini-games are much harder. Like, they are much harder. Like, apparently there's supposed to be, like, I don't want to spoil it in case, like, because I know, like, what's a spoiler to someone, what I consider spoiler might not necessarily be a spoiler for everyone else, and what I consider to be a non-spoiler might actually be a spoiler to everyone else. I mean, yeah. So I have to be mindful of those types of things. I have to respect that sometimes people have things that, even though I don't really consider them to be spoilers, you know, I shouldn't, okay, fever time. Okay. Oh, what was I doing again? I shouldn't just like do whatever, right? I have to be mindful of that. Although there are certain things that I find to be a little silly. Like I remember like one time in Child of Light, like Kratos got mad at me for saying that how many episodes are left in a recording session. And I took a poll on Twitter. There we go. Ikiori! I took a poll on Twitter and it seems like no one really cared about that. That was just him. But you know, stuff like that happens. The video wasn't the only thing that you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. I actually didn't notice this initially in the previous recording session, but someone is like, I wonder why Makoto didn't notice what happened to a certain someone in the picture, and you'll see in a second what it was. I noticed it just a little while ago when we were all comparing the photos we gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance. What's so unusual about them? An unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. You notice something? You notice something? You notice something? You notice something? The unusual circumstance is, Enoshima's face was covered up every single time. I don't know why I didn't notice that. Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. See? And then she's turned around every single time. And Oshima's... It's kind of interesting, though, when you think about it. The plot twist, though, is that what I imagine is that I'm not gonna say that. I don't know. It's hard to believe that her face wouldn't just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Makoto is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko of the picture wasn't the Junko that we knew. Xanadu! I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Makoto switched places before we met either of them. So she killed Makoto, who had taken her place, making it look like she died, and the real Junko is still alive. And she's the one behind this whole murder situation, this killing game. She's a true mastermind of the ultimate despair. Xanadu times 2! With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed. No! Wait! Hold on! Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now. Will we? Oh no! Oh, I can't move! Why do I say that every time I say oh no in such a high-pitched voice? Let's see. Should we? Nah, I'm too lazy. What was the identity of the ultimate fashionista who I met in the main hall? I was thinking maybe we should, maybe I should try to do this without hints, but nah, I'm too lazy. Hold on. What was the identity of the ultimate fashionista who I met in the main hall? I want to see this one with Enoshima by herself. Is there? No. Yeah, there isn't. All we have is this. This feels wrong to me for some reason. I guess like you see Makoto over here, so I guess that's like a representation of the fact that like that's the reality. She's envisioned in purple, so that's not like she's covered in purple, like a purple aura, so like she's not actually there, but it's showing that they're the same person, I suppose. Oh no! The ultimate soldier. You would think for an ultimate soldier she would have been able to dodge that, I think. I don't know. Like, I feel like if she managed to go through all those battles without taking a single hit, she would have been a lot more professional than that, but whatever. What do I know? Where did the mastermind keep Mukuro's body? I guess maybe she didn't expect she lowered her guard because she didn't expect Enoshima to attack her. It kept her body in the whatchamacallit. Is that him pulling it out or putting it in? I think it looks like he's pushing. Or her, I should say. It looks like she's pushing. The mastermind attacking is something. What was it? A knife! Gotta make sure, are there any other ones with knives? Because sometimes, like, there are two pictures that could work, and I don't want to end up putting the wrong one. When the mastermind attacked me, who was it that stopped them? That was, Kirigiri, actually. But, like, let's make sure... Hold on, there's two with Kirigiri. Right? Yeah, there are two with Kirigiri. So I need to make sure... Let's see. What does this look like? I can't really tell what the action is right now. I'm going to assume that... After the surprise attack failed, the mastermind fled from my room. Wait, is the... Okay, so it looks like the frickin' crystal ball is actually not here anymore, which is a surprise to me a little bit. After the surprise attack failed, the man fled the room. Is this some... So I can't tell what they're doing in some of these poses. Like, I can't really tell. Like, I can't really tell, I got distracted there for a second because, like, a garbage truck or something. I guess this is... Hold on, which one? I guess... Is this them leaving, or... No, I don't think so. This is them putting on the mask. So is this them leaving? I can't tell! Okay, let's see here. What did the mastermind do with the mask after they took it off? What did they do? Did they burn it or something? No, they put it on the body. They put it on the... Whatchamacallit? They put it on the... What? Did they burn it? What the heck kind of question is that? I think this is him putting the mask on... Sure. Let's see here. What was the condition of the dead body when it first found in the garden? It was just like this. Okay, let's see here. We couldn't identify the mystery body because it got blown up. Okay, so we have a bomb, we see an explosion. So we shouldn't... It should be this one, I think. It shouldn't be the bomb itself because that would be a repeat. You know, and there are no repeat whatchamacallits. Okay, so let's make sure that everything... Like, this one I'm not sure about. This one I'm not sure about. This one I think is... I think this is correct. I think that is correct. It could just as easily be, which one? It could just as easily be this one, but I think it needs to be the one... Oh, no, it can't be. There's a repeat. Okay, never mind. But what I wanted to say is that it had to have been them... It had to show them actually putting the body inside of the whatchamacallit, I think. Alright, reenact. We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's named Mukuro Kisaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of the Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind. Junko Enoshima. Her body is kept in the biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab using the tarp to carry into the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who had proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us to all think that Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This is all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind, the one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima! Complete! Well, that's actually a first. That's 2 firsts in 1 episode. I actually failed a bullet time battle I failed a bullet time battle for the first time in this episode, and I managed to pass the the climax in 1 try. Woo! Sure, I used tense, but I don't care. That's the whole story behind the incident. Well, what do you have to say to that? The music makes it seem like we're still going on. What? Are you broken again? You can't get out of this, so don't even try! Come on, it's time you finally revealed yourself! It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding? Give it up, Junko, the game's over! Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of the case? Wow, there's still plenty more to go! We still haven't proven everything. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Oh, so there was actually one picture where she actually did have, both, like, where she has the Monokuma things, the Monokuma pins in her hair. Okay, so it was actually, okay, anyway. We have been, let's see, what was the voice? I gave her the, any mini voice. We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear you're fealty to us, we reward you with half of the entire world. We've been drawn up to the dead already. We will grant your honor status in some of our home cooking. I feel like the voice has changed. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us? Okay, yeah, no thank you. Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience, even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play. This is the mastermind? Well, save is what we're going to do. Over slot 7. This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima? Anyway, it looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory or like a show suicide. I get bored so easy, you know. Your face? Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined. Actually, let me come to think of it, here's the thing. I didn't even take the time to realize this. They hinted at this from the very beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Remember when we first met Enoshima and Makoto was like, you know, you seem kind of different from the you that I saw in the picture, in the magazines. So, yeah, they were hinting at that from the very beginning, but also, the thing is, we actually already knew what she looked like. They already knew what she looked like because she was posed in magazines and everything. So, what was the point of hiding the face? It was to, oh, okay. What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined. I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you. Magazines? No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. What was it? The first day in the main hall? Before arriving at school, in the headmaster's room. Eh? Before arriving at school? Got it, you mean from the magazines? That's right, it was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it. Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh? So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began? I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like this doesn't quite match up to reality. Yep. Huh? Oh, are you talking about cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with, like, computers and junk? Oh, so they aren't real. Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along, wouldn't you agree? That explains why she didn't quite seem the same, because she was a different person all along. I mean, Mukuro's Mukuro. She tried her best, so there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Awkward pause, see you guys in the next episode.